Hey there, Sunshines. It's Michelle here, and it's Thursday.
Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
It doesn't feel like Thursday. It's a really weird kind of day because, like, a part of me is like, it can't be Thursday. The week hasn't been long enough. And then the other part of me is like, it's Friday. No, it's not Friday. So I feel like it's Wednesday or Friday, but not Thursday, and that's just weird. But anyway, I was trying to make sure that nothing was showing, and then it shows anyway. So for the month of November, it is hats, and then in December, I believe it is any holiday of your choice. But all that information will be linked below, including a link to the Facebook group. I need to go, actually, I don't usually participate much. I do a few things on Facebook, but I don't really love Facebook. I don't spend a lot of time there. I tried to have a Facebook group, and I was like, this is so annoying. It never works out for me. I don't love it. I don't like it. It's so, I only ever hang out in groups that are very specific to something that I'm working on, which isn't very often. And so but I need to go in and see. I don't know if they've talked about next year. Are they continuing it next year? If so, what are the themes for next year? Or are they doing the pattern thing again? I don't know. So I kind of need to go in and check that out, but I haven't done so yet. Next up, before I get to my stuff, I wanted to make sure I remembered to include Angela's pictures. She sent me a few pictures of hats that she's been working on, and they are super fun, and so I'm going to include those in a little slideshow. And now, before I continue and show you my project so I don't forget, remember to hook that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave some yarn in the comments. Okay, now that little stuff is out of the way. Hats. So I have been working on this one. And like, there are definitely things I would do differently about it. I love my band. I would not change my band. I mean, I could do different things with it, but I just love it. I think I would have, because like right now you can kind of see there's like a line where the things are. I kind of think I would have preferred it if I would have started maybe doing my decreases at the very beginning. I don't think it would have made enough of a difference in the size of the hat, but maybe it would have. I can kind of show you. It's not my best colors, but I can show you how it's looking. The other thing is I started fairly recently doing so all through this section I was doing increases. So I started my increases right here, and I wish I would have I started them right here, and I just wish I would have started them at the very beginning, partly just to have the appearance all the way up. I don't know, it's a prototype, if you will. I did I did a decrease row, 2 rows, decrease row, 2 rows. And then somewhere up in this area up here towards the top, I started doing every other row. And I wish, like, I'm fine with doing the skipped rows, but I wish I would have started the every other row here just to get it smaller faster. But anyway, it will all be good. It will be good and fun, and I'm excited about it. So hopefully I get that done soon. It is made with 1 weight cotton. The plan and the idea was for to make it for people who overheat or maybe live in Australia or somewhere where it's warm for Christmas, Florida. You know, I live in the winter places, so for me, I don't love wearing hats on my head for very long. But on Christmas, if I had myself a Santa hat that I had made myself, because I don't like the store-bought ones, but if I would have had a nice Santa hat I made myself, I would wear it all day. And I probably wouldn't overheat. I would just get uncomfortable from the pressure on my head. I have to become careful sometimes. Even, you know, I always have my glasses up. Sometimes the glasses hit in the wrong spots and give me a headache. So I just have to be careful in general what goes on my head. But my daughter overheats. And so I was like, well, if I use a one-weight cotton, then it's a fairly thin fabric. And so I can get a cute little Santa hat look with a lighter weight material that hopefully then will work for her and other people who overheat or live in warm climates. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So this is what I've been working on, and I'm excited about it. So that is my hat. Besides my hat, during the week, I have 2 projects I'm working on. So right now, I'm kind of doing 3 projects, and it's fine. When I finish something, one of the 3 projects, I need to try to whip out little tiny... Do you remember when I was making those little bookmarks, Dobby bookmark socks? As soon as I finish one of these projects, whether it's the hat or one of the sweaters, I need to make 4 of those little socks to send up to my grandkids. Well, my kids and grandkids. But, and I'll probably do those in this leftover red, or I have green. I might do green socks this year. But the thing is that I like having only a few projects. I am loving the projects I'm doing, so I don't feel this need to be working on something else. I do need to pull out my crochet and work on again, but I don't know. I kind of got sidetracked with my green sweater could have been done or pretty close to being done. Like, I could be to the point where I'm just putting on the band, or I could be done on my sleeves. But I've spent yesterday and the night before undoing a big old knot that happened. My daughter also spent time on it, and so a lot of my knitting time went to untangling. But I did get it untangled, and so now I'm back on. I'm like, okay, let's try to make up for some of the knitting. So yeah, hats. I'm finishing that tithing hat, because you know, on Sundays I work on hats and I work on my temperature socks for another few weeks. Then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do next year, if anything. So I'm doing another top-down hat for tithing hats. I've been playing around with how to get it so it's not pointy on the top. I think I figured it out. I like this. I like how it's turned out. It's got the 8 increases, hence why you can kind of see it. Looks like little wedges. But what I did was I cast on 16, and then I did a plain round, and then I did my increase by 8, and then a plain round increase by 8 around. And then I just had this little hole like this in the middle that I cinched up. I already cinched it up because the dangly yarn was driving me crazy. So I cinched it up and woven that end. I like it. So leaving that little bit of a hole at the top, like, you know, those almost a ponytail. The ponytail one would need to be a little bit bigger to put a ponytail in there. But it's almost like the ponytail hat style, but leaving that little hole to start out with. So I skipped the cast on 8 and increased to 16, and I just started with 16, so basically I skipped the first 2 rows. and then went right into it and then cinched it up, and that worked out so nice. So if you do want to knit top down, that would be my suggestion. Let me pull these off here. So I can't remember if I'm still increasing or if I think I got to the point where I'm just going around now. It looks like my last increase was a couple rows back, but I think so, because I think my goal on Sunday was like, I will not be done, I will not go to bed until I finish the crown. So that's what I did. I had the crown. It took me a few times, and so I'm not as far as, I messed up somewhere. I don't remember where. So I had to undo it. A lot of frogging last Sunday, but I liked the final results. So I should be able to finish this one on Sunday, which is exciting. Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure if I will do a video next Thursday, because next Thursday in the United States of America, it's Thanksgiving, and my kids are home, so we will be doing baking on Wednesday and doing cooking, you know, turkey dinner stuff on Thursday. So I'm not sure. If you do finish a hat and you want me to show it, or you're working on one and you want me to show it, go ahead and send those, because even if I don't have time to record a video, I could sit down when I'm taking a break and just hurry and put together a slideshow. I could put in my finished hat and you know, show you where I'm at. So I'll probably do something, but it may not be a like me talking video. It may just be a slideshow, because Thanksgiving. But yeah, that's it. So I've got the 2 hats I'm working on for Thursdays, just because I'm working on them anyway, that it was just perfect. It was just great. I had actually decided, before I even remembered what Thursdays were for November, I had started this hat, or at least had the idea for it, because of what it's actually for, who it's for. So definitely the goal is to be starting new projects very soon, because I don't know how long this will take. I've gotten to the point where I'm having to do mock magic loop on this, because as you can see, there's no bunching, and there's good, what is that, like about 3 inches and 2 inches, so there's like a good 5 inches that these are too long for. So I'm kind of doing where you kind of, in case you don't know, you kind of scrunch one spot out like this, so you can scrunch it up, and if you need to, you can do a second one. So sometimes when I'm doing these little mock things and I don't want to switch needles, I'll kind of have the 2 loops, so that I can just have a few stitches here to keep my thing going. Where's I have a knot that was in the way. Let me tuck that down in there. So I have my few stitches, and so I'll get a few of them on my non-working one, and then I'll scoot these up, and then it just gives me a little bit of working bit here. I'm trying to hold it up in front of my face, guys. I know you're looking at the back of my hands, but and then when I get further, or this gets bunched up, I might like switch where this comes out at, just to help keep things kind of, so they don't get too tight as I'm working around. And then when this end over here gets pretty close to the number of stitches on, then I'll do some finagling to move it all around. So that's what I'm doing, because I don't want to switch to needles. I'm not even sure if I have other needles, and I would just end up doing a magic loop, but I'm just doing this little fake magic loop around. So hopefully this won't take too long, because You know, it's just however long it takes to get skinny, and then I gotta figure out what I'm doing for the pom-pom. And then my sweaters, both sweaters are really close, but like I said, all those knots got me done. So I should be starting on new projects and possibly resurrecting some projects very soon. So that's exciting. Anyway, with all of that, remember to let your light shine through your creations, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.